So, will you? No. Like, yeah. She says she's been harmed a lot by this video and being publicized. Have you been harmed by this? Yes. Of course.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah. Also, why are you trying to enjoin me from behavior that's like expressly illegal?
Not happening.
Like,
yeah,
and it's illegal. Like, well, I need an injunction to stop this guy from like committing crimes that we have no evidence of him like continually committing. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why would you? Why? Like, yeah, it's already illegal. You don't need an injunction for a thing that's already illegal. That's just not. You're just not allowed to do that. You could just sue me for it over and over again. And then it's obvious, like looking at like the whole process. Like, what? You think I'm about to start running around and posting this video? It seems like it's probably hurting me more than helping me. Like, why would you even ask this question? It's so stupid. Yeah. Yeah.
I just got to this part of my notes. This is so funny. So after you were sent off the stand, then the judge starts asking Pixie's lawyer, what relief are you asking for here? And he says, well, we're looking for a temporary restraining order or a preliminary injunction. I don't know why he brought up a temporary restraining order. That shit was already denied, but okay. He's like talking about
and he kept saying permanent injunction instead of preliminary injunction, but that's all good. You know, it misspeak. It's all good.
That's it happens. He kept saying like, oh, because you're streaming, talking about the case, you're directing people to Kiwi Farms, you're opposing the motion to take down, so that's why we need one. And then the judge asks, okay, what kind of an injunction do you want? And then her lawyer goes, I think we made it pretty clear in our motion. The judge says, no, you didn't.
Oh, we all laughed at the table. Because the judge was like, no, this was not clear at all. I have no idea what the fuck you're asking for. Oh, yeah, that was so funny. Why would you respond that way? I think we made it pretty clear in our motion what we want to judge. Like, answer him. You're at a hearing right now to talk about your motions. Why would you even... Oh, shit, true. That was a good one.
Yeah. I think the question was asked about the subject matter jurisdiction, and her lawyer said, well, my client says that it was in October, and then judge, she wouldn't know, though, right? She wouldn't, so I don't know what we're talking about, what she thinks.
Oh, yeah, we kind of went over that already, yeah.
And then the judge asked, when did you find out about this Abby MC person?
Oh.
And then her lawyer had to admit it was after the suit was filed.
Yeah, which I'm not even sure, again, I don't even know. Even if her witness statements were real, which I don't think they are, but even if they were, I'm not even sure. I don't know if they would be allowed to even be added to this, because I don't know if they would have to amend the complaint for that or not, but yeah.
Yeah, unclear. I think the judge then said that, like, you know, since this was after the claim was filed, I think this would affect the suit, depending on whatever. And then the judge says, so there's an issue here, and you're asking for a preliminary injunction here. But of course, this is months after this claim was filed. You know, from this.
Oh yeah, because
you're talking about activity
Andrew brought
that has been happening since the start of the suit. So
yeah, Andrew brought up the defendant is saying that they were suicidal, and this leak happened in November, and it's now May, June, and now they're trying to get an injunction. Like, what's happening here? You just were okay being suicidal for 7 months? Like, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I have what your lawyer said at the end here, that the TRO was already denied. It's because it was stale, because of how long it's been. That the plaintiff has presented no evidence that of any actual breaking of the federal statute, except for an affidavit with no evidence. Where is this witness? She's not here, so where is this person? That even if even if the federal statute wasn't broken, since that for the state charges that they're trying to bring, they would require different things like malicious intent and all this, like all the same stuff that you've been saying on stream.
Yeah. Oh my God. And the judge and the attorney, again, I guess they have to win their case, but he's trying to make the most ridiculous arguments for malicious intent, where I was saying this is one of the self-defeating ones. He's digging a hole here because he's saying that you sending like any video at all is basically, that's on its own establishes malicious intent. And it's like, why would you even write malicious intent into the statute then, if just doing this is malicious intent? And there's like, obviously there's no evidence anywhere. The plaintiff hasn't even presented evidence, and I'm trying to like humiliate.
They kept going like, oh well, just sending is malice, but then the judge is like, okay, but she sent it to plaintiff, right? Or she sent stuff of her boyfriend to plaintiff, so it wouldn't really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have here that the judge asked, was Abby in the initial complaint? Her lawyer had to say no. And the judge also said, I don't remember what the back and forth was, but the judge asked, or said, well, I'm not sure what to do with like the federal statute because, and with the state charges for malice because he didn't publish the videos publicly. It would be different if he had, like, say, posted to a Substack, but he was just doing text.
Yeah, he used the
I
Substack.
he was doing it on purpose, but he said that as like, oh my god.
Oh, the shit post. I don't know if that was. I don't know if he intentionally did it. Yeah, the judge was like,
I didn't even know, but oh my god.
yeah, because remember again, like Kiwi Farms and Gisticle and all these retards who don't read actual case. If you want to know how a statute actually plays out, the easiest and best way to do it is you just read a case on it, because the commentary on it will give you a lot more. It'll flesh out the understanding of the actual statute and how it's applied in actual cases. And yeah, people are trying to make this really weird argument of like, well, actually, publishing something can mean sending it to just one person. Since it's on the internet, technically it's on the internet forever, and somebody could theoretically...
Saying, oh, but he had it on Google Drive, so that's why it's publishing.
Yeah, and it's like, no, this is not what publishing means. And then, yeah, and then the judge, when he was responding, was like, well, I don't think this... It sounds like... Oh, yeah, because the judge said, well, no, it sounds like this was a text message. It's not like he posted a Substack about it. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, Jesus.
So good.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, putting it out there risks that it gets out. Then she did that to... Then the plaintiff did that too because you're her boyfriend. And then on that one, I think at least that was like one of the times that like her lawyers actually had like a good response to an argument. The judge said then she did that too because she sent stuff of her boyfriend to you. And then her lawyer said, well, the difference is that she had consent from her boyfriend to do this. And the judge said, okay, but if that's the case, then that means that this wouldn't be malice. This would maybe be like negligence, but it wouldn't be malicious, and which would have different effects on damages and certain things. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because the underlying Florida statute that they cited requires malice.